Good morning, lovelies. I've got a channel message. Nothing in nature produces all year round. Time for regeneration and rest is needed, especially if you are creative. Being a visionary requires inspiration, and you can only find that if you are adequately caring for yourself and your mental and emotional well-being, as well as pouring into things and people and situations that pour back into you. Okay, so this is one of the channeled messages that came through during this crazy eclipse energy. I've been kind of resting. My version of rest for this collective is to create. Create music, create, ASMR, create cleanses, things that aren't necessarily a channeled message or a tarot reading. And so it's a way to aid myself through a difficult time, a dark tunnel. I've been in a dark fucking tunnel for like 2 or 3 weeks. Doing God's work is what I'm being guided to say, even though I don't usually talk like that. But I have been working very fucking hard, very hard, and I'm drained, I'm exhausted. But I have been taking time for myself, and I have been prioritizing my well-being, and I have been resting and regenerating and filling my inspiration cup, because my job is to be a muse. That's my job. I'm here to transmute energy, but I transmute that energy through my creative endeavors. So it's all part of my bigger job of leading this collective. So the point is that we all need to get really good at recognizing that this period of time is going to be a lot of ebbs and flows, and that we can't expect everything to be stable in the way that our ego wants it to be all the time. Because in order for that to be the case, we would never have any seasons, you know what I mean, internally. And not only are we going through a collective change of the seasons globally in different directions, we are also going through a change in the seasons internally, okay? And that is because this is a greater change of seasons as a collective. We're heading into, and I mean metaphorically now, like this period of time and the pressure that the eclipse is putting on us is morphing us into, and I'm channeling all this right now, so I don't even know what I'm gonna say, but it's morphing us all into a version of ourselves that we didn't know was possible. And Spirit's guiding me to read another one that I channeled in the middle of the night. I've been doing that a lot lately. Okay. You are not supposed to settle for less right now. Keep pushing toward your ultimate dreams and goals. You wouldn't have the vision if you couldn't achieve it. Okay? So some of you guys are getting discouraged. Spirit is really, really planting it hardcore on my heart that this is not the time to give up. Okay? And I'm not talking to those of you that know you're supposed to leave your partner and you're hearing my words and saying, oh good, now I get to stay with them. No. What I'm talking about is fighting for yourself. It has nothing to do with a partnership. It has nothing to do with anything but you and your soul path. You're not supposed to give up on your dreams. And Spirit is probably like me, pushing on you, making you feel like you want to give up, you know? I don't want to give up, but things have been complicated and difficult. And you know what I mean? There's been setbacks and darkness and just a lot of things to deal with that are above and beyond the ordinary. And Spirit's saying that's because you're being tested and you're about to push through the other side. Okay, I'm going to share this. I don't usually share this type of stuff because it's sacred to my soul and heart, but it's being planted on my heart to share. One of the animals that is the most special to me, because I started dreaming about them when I was, after my first spiritual awakening when I was 17, I had these incredible dreams of a black bear multiple times. And I had never actually seen one, which is interesting because I live in an area, or I always have lived in areas where they are prevalent, and even at times lived where I could see their scat and everything, and I never actually saw one in person until I moved back to my hometown. Was guided to move back here about 7 months ago. My whole life has changed. Anybody who's been following me this whole time has watched me blossom during that time, because this is where I'm supposed to be. This is where I had my first spiritual awakening and first started doing this work. And then I've gone to all these other cities and had all of these experiences for 20 years, and then I moved back here. Spirit wanted me here. The point is, all that to say, that twice in the last month, twice, I have seen not one bear, but multiple bears, babies with their mom. Once way back in the field behind my house, and last night in my fucking backyard. And I just happened to leave the light on because I had been painting the fence outside and whatever, I needed to air it out. And anyway, the point is, the light was on. Otherwise, I would never have been able to see them. And they were 5 feet from my fucking bathroom window when I went to the bathroom in the middle of the night. And I could hear them chewing. And I looked out the window and I was like, that looks a lot like a bear. And I was like, you're tripping. But no, I wasn't tripping. Then I saw the babies and I couldn't believe it. My jaw was on the floor. My point is, this might not mean much to a lot of other people, but to me, this is one of the biggest signs that Spirit could possibly give me. It's just like abundance. I'm not scared of bears in my backyard. To me, it was the most exciting thing. I could barely sleep. That's part of the reason why I'm exhausted. My point is, it's a sign, dude. We're so close. We're so fucking close. Okay? I know this month has been a struggle. It's been a struggle for all of us. It has definitely challenged me. Emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally. In every possible way, I have struggled. But it's all for something, okay? And just remember that you're not doing this alone. And those bears were a clear sign for me. Animals speak to me big time in my journey. And everybody has their own connection with the spirit world and the earth plane and the things that make them feel sacred. But that was one of the biggest signs. And then to wake up later and channel a message for y'all. And have it be what it is. You're not supposed to settle right now. You're not supposed to settle for less, okay? Spirit wants you to stay focused on your goal, okay? Stay focused on what you want to achieve. And I'm saying it, now I'm seeing it. So not just stay focused on it here, but here, okay? So instead, and I almost said fear, which is interesting because some of you guys might be focused here on fear instead of what you actually want to create. And that's the worst thing you could do right now. Don't shame yourself for it, just redirect, okay? Because what Spirit wants us to do is start imagining the reality. Okay, so here's my reality. I'm not going to share it all because it's sacred, but part of my reality that I want to create is having so much abundance that I can bless other people. Like be a professional fairy godmother. I get to handpick people to bless and change their life overnight. And I get to, pick people from my collective to just give the gift of a mentorship package or a trauma healing package, something that would change their life, thousands of dollars worth of work for free because I don't need the money. And I would get to hand pick them, the people that I want to work with, the people that I feel like are gonna, this is my dream. You know what I mean? It's just a teeny little piece of it, but that's the thing that I've been focused on. And it doesn't have to be something for you that also benefits everyone else. That's just personally, that's my dream. And Spirit's been planting it on my heart very intensely lately. So I've been having fun with it, okay? And maybe it would be easier for you to picture something where you are blessing other people with your money, if that's something that you are lacking right now. And also it's important for you to understand the why. Thank you, Spirit. It's not just about what you want to create, it's why. Why are you doing all this? Why is your dream this? Why are you following this dream in the first place? The reason why I'm following this dream is because A, I signed up for this and this is my job as a soul on this planet. It's the whole fucking reason I'm still here and haven't, quit this crazy journey, because there have been so many times when I felt like I couldn't go on with limited amount of resources and hugs and friends and I have felt like I've had to turn a pile of crap into magic pretty much my entire life. But it's not about that. It's about why. Why am I still pushing? Why does this matter to me? It matters because I want to change this world. That's why. It's not just about a means to an end, about being stable or having love or having connection or, having success in this beautiful love, labor of love that I've been pouring my heart and soul into for almost 5 years now. And for a large part of that, completely thanklessly and completely with nothing in return. It's because I want to change this world, I want to have that impact. So don't ever lose contact or connection with that why, because it's the thing that drives you, okay? It's like a string from your heart. It's almost like a string that's leading you to your heart. It's guiding you forward, and if you lose touch with that why, you're gonna lose touch with everything else. And I'm talking on a spiritual level, because as a lot of us know already, this isn't the world that we were taught it is. It doesn't work the way that we were taught it works. It's very different. And our thoughts and our feelings and our energy impact everything around us. And when you're in a high vibration, you call in miracles, you call in things and people that are in alignment with you. And when you're in fear and you're in a low vibration and you're expecting more of that, that's what you get, because that's the energy and frequency that you're carrying. So the first thing we need to do is overhaul the way that we look at everything around us. And this is what I've been working on. It's not easy. This is why I'm here to guide you guys. I've been slogging through this my entire life, but especially the last 10 years. And then, why are there two songs playing at once? Are you hearing this? I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was interesting. I also heard interference. Okay, it doesn't matter that I don't remember what I was going to say, because spirit is interfering. There are going to be things that feel like they're interfering, but actually it's spirit redirecting you, okay? So there could be a person that you're interested in becoming friends with or working with or being romantic with, and you feel really focused on this thing, and spirit's like, psst, that's actually not for you, or that's not the next thing, and it's like redirect. I heard it might feel like sabotage, but it's not. It's because you're pointing your energy in a direction that actually isn't for you. And I recently had a little, I had something kind of come to a head that I had thought might pan out to be something, anything, because anybody who's been on this path long enough and who's got on a journey like mine knows that the majority of the time you do this alone, with nothing, with like nothing, no resources, no anything, and you're supposed to figure it out and trust in the process and guide others along the way. That's been my experience so far. 1111. Thank you, Spirit. And so when something shows up on your path, it's like easy to get excited. Like, oh, is this finally something that I can use? You know, that I don't have to fucking transmute into something magical because it was a piece of crap to begin with. No, it turns out it wasn't. It was another dead end. But the point was that it was a redirection. It was a redirection back to myself, helping me visualize what I do want to create, helping me realize what I don't want. And then when it left, it was like, you know what? I chose me at the end of the day because Spirit showed me very clearly that this person wasn't for me and they didn't truly understand my gifts, my spirituality, all these things that make me me. And people that don't really get me, that's not going to work, okay? And I could have settled, and a part of me would have been really happy to have somebody. But ultimately, that's why this message came out. Even though I've already moved on from that, now I'm here to deliver the message to the collective. Now is not the time to settle for less. Now is not the time to make excuses to have something over nothing because you want it or need it. Now is the time to keep pushing forward in faith because the breakthrough's around the corner, dude. Those bears showing up in my backyard, seriously 5 fucking feet from my face. I don't know about you guys, but that's not a thing that happens, okay? And I know I've been alive for less time than a lot of people that watch me, but 40 years is still a decent amount of time to know what is normal, what is amazing, and what is fucking magical as fuck. And that was magical as fuck. So, keep pushing forward, dude. And I'm also here to share that stay in a high vibration, be in a position, be in an energy where you already feel like you have everything you need. Okay, I know it's hard and I know it feels like delusional to some people, but that is the energy of the law of attraction. It doesn't mean that you sit there and pretend that you feel it. Don't do that. But dive into the energy of excitement. That's why we need to stay connected to the why. Why are you doing it? Get excited by that energy. Let that energy fuel you. The idea of me being able to bless people and watch them, because I would cry if that happened to me. If somebody blessed my life and changed my life overnight, I would fucking bawl like a baby. Well, happy tears, but also relief and grief from everything that I've been through. The idea that I'd be able to give that experience to someone else, let alone that I'd be covered and have already had some kind of experience like that, is the most amazing gift I could possibly imagine. And for me, personally, being through what I've been through and being the kind of person I am, and I know I'm talking to a lot of other people who would feel the same, I would take half as much as I was supposed to have in order to be able to bless others and make them feel special. People that have never felt special. Handpick them. The only reason why I'm saying this, excuse me, is because I wanted to inspire you to start getting excited about your dream. Okay? And not just the details on your end, but the other people that you're going to bless with whatever it is that you're getting. Because a lot of you guys are here to bless others, okay? I say it all the time. You're not just here to help yourself, you're here to heal the world, okay? By starting to heal yourself. And it's a process, all right? So I'm going to wrap it up here. If you want to follow me on TikTok, my handle is @SacredMuseProject. I'm also on Instagram. Please follow, subscribe, like, share, comment. If you want to tap into the extended reading, I'm going to dive into some cards here. For my members on YouTube, you could become a member by hitting the join button or going to my main page @SacredMuseProject and scrolling all the way to the bottom. There should be a whole list of member-only videos. You can cruise through them and see if they're interesting to you. When you pay to unlock the whole month, you get all the back readings plus all the future readings for a full month. And it's a great way to support my work and it's a great way to support you along this journey. So that's what I'm going to do. I mentioned TikTok because I go live there a lot. I've been redirecting my energy. Spirit's been telling me to kind of move differently. So I've been prioritizing other platforms, and they've been really, really showing out for me. So I feel very blessed to be moving in some new directions outside of YouTube, and I still love you, and I'm still going to pour into you. But if you want to kind of follow the other stuff I'm doing, please join me over on TikTok and Instagram, okay, at Sacred Muse Project. All right, I love you. Keep going. If you need a private reading, mentorship, healing, self-love coaching, or a tarot reading, I already said that. My website is sacredmuseproject.com. Again, sacredmuseproject.com. Please don't get scammed. There are multiple people pretending to be me now on multiple platforms. So definitely make sure that you're not just going to some bit.ly or Linktree. That's not me, okay? And if somebody's reaching out to you, that's definitely not fucking me. Okay, I love you. Don't give up. You're amazing. You can do this. High five. I'll see you on the other side. All right, babies. Mwah.